Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jam and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Obviously, today we are going to talk about palettes I think will be good or fun or appropriate for the holiday and winter seasons. Because yes, there's a difference. Anyway, I rifled through a bunch of my palettes and just grabbed the ones that I thought of when I thought of this idea, and the ones that are glaringly obvious that they would be good for winter or holiday. So hopefully you are up for seeing what palettes I chose and why I chose them. If you are and you're not subscribed, you totally should. I have been a wild woman lately, just filming and posting videos like it's my job. It's not. Nobody's paying me to do this. So, you know, that's on me. Anyway, let's get into the first palette. Okay, these aren't really in any order. I just have like a pile of winter appropriate or winter, I don't know, what's the word? Because appropriate's not right. Like they make me think of winter for whatever reason. And then I have holiday palettes. There's a difference. First and foremost, definitely a little on the nose, is the Winter Wonderland palette from Cosmic Brushes, Beauty, whatever they are. Nobody seems to actually know. And I mean, the color story is just gorgeous. It looks like so much fun. And it is. I have not had time to use this nearly enough. But boy, howdy. I love this palette and this color story so much. I think it's got possibilities for fun looks for days, you know, just that's going to be like a fun winter palette to play with. The mattes are brilliant, the shimmers are brilliant, the multi-chromes are brilliant. It's just fantastic. And it is available. Next is kind of a twofer. I chose out the Glam Light Hershey's palettes, not the Kisses, but the Cookies and Cream and the Milk Chocolate. I think the Milk Chocolate, Milk Chocolate, it's beautiful. Very neutral brown eyeshadow palette. But if you're looking for something that is, I don't know, really good, but really wearable, but a little bit more than just like an e.l.f. bite-size palette or something, you know, these are just really, really good. And then we have the Cookies and Cream, which is a little bit more colorful and a bit more cool toned. I actually mixed these two palettes together and really like them together. I just think that they're both fantastic. Okay, next up we have the Whistler Snow Lodge palette from Nomad. This is a palette they gifted to me when one of my subscribers emailed and said they should know who I am. She emailed me, or somebody, Felicia or Auntie, before I knew who they were, emailed me and said they'd like to send me this when it was launched. And I was like, okay. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. This is definitely, like, if I had to rank my Nomad palettes, this would be very, very near the top. I love this palette. It's no longer available, but if you have it, I think it makes a great winter palette. It's just so good. The mattes and the shimmers, I mean, just, oh, they are so good. Love, love, love that palette so much. The Natasha Denona Glam palette. This is so pretty. And I mean, you're not going to get a variety out of this, but it's a beautiful palette for beautiful, wearable, everyday looks. And, you know, you either like Natasha Denona palettes or you don't. I think this one is good. I like it. I haven't used it enough. In fact, I can see 3 or 4 shades I have not even touched because I just don't reach for this as often. So I'm going to make an effort to pull it out this winter and use it. Next, I was thinking the Lunar Beauty Advent Calendar palette that he launched, but I don't love that one. But this one, the Nude Prism palette, this is beautiful. I don't think it's available. I didn't check. Maybe it is. I don't know. Shoot, I forgot. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful palette for everyday, neutral, wearable looks. The formula is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it's just so pretty. So I think this would be a pretty darn good winter palette. Like if you've got stuff that you do where you need to look nice, I think these are good color stories for that. And we have just 4 more, and it's the Pat McGrath Holiday Mega Palettes. I have all of them. I genuinely love all of them. I think they're really hard to open. Gosh. But I genuinely love these palettes. They are so beautiful and so easy to put on and wear. These are definitely fussless. Like it requires next to no energy to put these on. And then we have the Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana. The pink was a choice, you know, whatever. But again, they're so hard to open. Whew. This, I think, is the most colorful of her mega palettes. But again, I love this palette. The neutrals in here are so pretty. I have playlists with all these palettes, but I did a couple very like neutral wearable looks with this and I loved them so much. They just look pretty. You know, like nothing wild and crazy or far and funky, just pretty. And I really like that. And then we have Celestial Odyssey. Again, while I struggle to open this one. Jeez Louise, they're so heavy. Got it. Oh gosh, this one's stunning too. They are all so pretty. Look at that. Ugh. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, these are such good palettes. I love them. And then the last Pat McGrath is the Celestial Divinity. This was the first one. This was my very first Pat McGrath purchase. So pretty. It's just so pretty. I'm really excited to play with these palettes. I really want to mix and match and I don't know, just combine them and see what that ends up looking like. I think it'll be really, really fun. Hopefully you're into that because I really want to do it. I mentioned it when I did the however many looks I did with this new one, that I thought that would be a really good time and really fun. So that is everything I've chosen out that I think are, you know, they make me think of winter. Okay, let's move on to palettes I think are holiday Christmas. I know you're shocked by this, but we have the Nomad Polar Express. It's what I'm wearing today. This look was my last Blue Mondays look because, you know, blue eyeshadows. I cannot wait to play with this more. I've only done 2 looks of this so far, and I'm just beyond excited. And I mean, this one obviously screams Christmas because of the theming and packaging or whatever, but I do think all palettes are wearable anytime you want to wear them. So, I mean, if you don't want to wear it anytime other than Christmas, cool. And if you want to wear it in the middle of summer, that is cool too. I like to do that. Okay. Bear with me because I have to tell this story just in case you haven't heard it before. This was my very first Nomad purchase. It is the Home for the Holidays palette. I used to watch all of Angelica Nyquist's videos and really valued what she thought. And she said something about this palette. It wasn't shown yet, it hadn't launched, but she was just like, and so I was like, all right, this is the one that's going to start me down the Nomad path. And I couldn't resist it. The name of the palette is Home for the Holidays. And the first movie my family and I watched to kick off the holidays is Home for the Holidays. Love, love, love it. So obviously it says Christmas to me. But I mean, it's a shimmer palette with a black matte. So like, I mean, when I got that, I thought it was the coolest thing ever because I didn't have an all shimmer palette with one matte and it was a black matte. I mean, that was made for me, right? Yeah. And so started my love affair with Nomad. I think it was a pretty good one to start with. And then we have the Nomad Lapland, Finland palette. This was Santa's Village. We actually have like an amusement, I wouldn't say park, but like an amusement place. Maybe it's a park called Santa's Village. It's a couple miles away. We took Lainey and Jackson once. If you're not sick of it, I'll insert a couple of pictures. They were both 2. And wow, that was a day. Neither one of them could say a whole lot of words in actual English. They're both in the back seat, just carrying on. Look at that. This palette was not overly well received. People were pretty annoyed with the hard panning. And I mean, I get it. Hard panning's like a pain. You gotta fuss with it, but it's easy enough to fuss with and fix if you know how to do it. I take a spoolie and just like add it a little bit and it's perfect. The matte shades in here, there's a light gray, a dark gray, a green, and a red. And I think they are, I mean, really pretty darn perfect. If you could only have 4 mattes in a palette, these were great choices. Is it my favorite Nomad palette? No, but I do enjoy it when I use it. So I'll be busting this out for Christmas as well. Anyway, the 2 of them in the back seat just on and on and on. No idea what they're saying, but they clearly felt some kind of way about it because, yeah. I miss them being little. I have 4 Christmas palettes from Odin's Eye. I did not pick up the new ones this year. I am putting Odin's Eye in timeout. I love this palette. I think it is beautiful. I'm excited to use it. I think it's fantastic. I'm gonna use it this year. I don't love what they're doing now, so they're in a bit of a timeout. So that was Merry Christmas. This is Christmas Eve. Beautiful palettes. Absolutely lovely. Definitely not like my favorite. I really thought I was gonna love Odin's Eye. And then we have Snow Dream, which is very soft, kind of dreamy holiday. And then Hey Reindeer, which is such an odd name. And again, super soft, but I like them. I like combining the 2 original Christmas ones with the 2 new ones. And like I said, I'm not picking up anything from this year. Just, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them. So until I can figure it out, I'm just going to not do anything. Last but not least, we have the BH Cosmetics Miss Claus Santa's Daughter is Here to Slay, the Lit List. This palette is humongous. It's huge. I had heard such good things about the one palette from the year before this. I didn't get it and it sold out, and I was like, I am not missing out this time. So as soon as it launched, I ordered it and it came in and I used it every day for 7 days. I couldn't stop using it. Look at it. There's one shade in here that I don't like, and it's the red glitter, unfortunately. If that were just like a shimmer. But this palette has everything. I mean, it's literally lacking nothing. It's such a fantastic palette. I had so much fun playing with this when it came in. I've used it every year since then. I mean, I haven't used it since last Christmas, but last Christmas it was great. It still looks like it's supposed to. I am so excited for this. Oh my gosh. I love most of these palettes with my entire heart. Not all of them, but you know, if they are in this room, they are very, very good palettes. Unless, of course, it was hiding in a closet and it took me out when I found it. But otherwise, so I don't know. Let me know if you have any of these, all of these. If there's anything you want to see me use first. I think we're going to start doing Christmas, winter, fun stuff this week. I'm going to finish decorating the makeup room. I'm going to bust out my headbands and my hat and hats and start having some holiday fun. Hopefully you're into that. I can be annoying when it comes to Christmas stuff. I like it a lot, like a lot. It's what gets me through the rest of the year. Okay, so yeah, let me know all your thoughts. Hopefully you enjoyed this and will steer me in some direction for what I should do next. If you did like this video though, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.